Okay, hello, hello. Give me a one in the chat if you can hear me. Give me a one if you can hear me. Let's see. Let's see who's in here today. Give me a one if you can hear me. This is another Q&A. Remember, we do these every other week. 2 weeks ago, I had them, and I actually told everyone on here that I used to do the Q&As one by one, but it's more efficient to just make a show out of a couple of the questions that I get. So if you can hear me, make sure you drop a one. Also, if you have been hearing some of the content that I have been posting, there's a lot of videos, a lot of audio books that you can listen to. Listen to them before bed. Listen to just throughout the day when you're doing things, okay? They're books on audio that I uploaded to this page. So far we got the book of Jonah, then we got the book of Joel. There's a few more on there. Somebody remind me of whenever you see them, but whatever you click on videos and you can see some of the latest things that I have posted on my page. Also, make sure that you order your copy of When Satan Plays Matchmaker. Okay, When Satan Plays Matchmaker, exploring the spiritual side of narcissism. Listen, I hope everyone has an amazing week so far. It's Wednesday. I'm going to catch you guys right here later at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time, where I'm going to go in, a really good study. You will not want to miss it. But right now we have our Q&A. And this is interesting. There's a lot of interesting questions, and I'm hoping to get a lot more feedback from the audience, because you never know, your comment may actually help someone. Your comment may reach people that you don't even know who may think are actually listening. It's crazy because I look at the stats and we have viewers all the way in Australia, South Africa, Kenya, Germany. You never know how your comments will actually help someone. So help someone, comment and share this information. Okay, yeah. Hi, Breezy. That's the moderator, Breezy. Breezy, hey. Yes, she says, I appreciate your audios. The Book of Proverbs is on as well. Yes, that is there, and it's going to be very helpful for my teaching tonight. But let's do this Q&A. Listen, these are some scenarios that some of y'all are going to give your input and be like, nope, run, don't do that, go the other way. So let's get right into it. Okay, guys? Right. Question number one. I have been in a committed relationship with my girlfriend for several years, and we live together like a married couple. We share finances, make major life decisions together, and even talk about our future in terms of marriage and children. However, my girlfriend is hesitant to officially tie the knot. She says she loves me and sees a future with me, but she's not ready for marriage yet. I feel frustrated and confused about where we stand. How do I navigate this? Okay, and express my desire for more formal commitment without pressuring. Okay, number one, this situation is really tricky because you guys are already living together and making major life decisions, as you said, like you were already married. So you're dealing with a person who has the mindset of, okay, well, I'm already getting what I want. What is marriage going to do on top of this situation? So if you have someone that you know what you want, you clearly know what you want, right? And your girlfriend is not on the same page, yet is still, getting the benefits of a marriage, but not being married, which is really interesting to me because, usually we see the men doing this. Sometimes you do see women doing this, but I would think that she's not taking you serious. Yeah, I definitely would slowly back away from that relationship because you are on a different level. You want marriage. You're dating to marry. Whatever that you are giving and how you guys are making, like you said, decisions together and acting like you're married. You're playing house, basically, essentially. And she's not ready for marriage. So just from reading the scenario, it's kind of like she wants to reap the benefits of you. Okay. And I would definitely show or, give your input to her. I don't think she will listen because you've been together several years. Why would she change now? Okay. So, I mean, when you're dealing with a person that you guys are on two different wavelengths here, pursue someone who wants to be married. Pursue someone who wants the same things in life as you do. Right here, you're dealing with a person who's just saying things to basically string you along. That's what it sounds like. You want more of a formal commitment. She doesn't. There are plenty of people out here, plenty of women out here that desire a commitment, that want a commitment. And you as a guy, as a guy who's actually saying, yes, I actually want to be married, and this person doesn't, I would reevaluate myself in that relationship. I would leave that relationship and go where I know that I could have the institution of marriage with someone who wants marriage as well, not just acting like you're married. Okay. And Breezy just makes a really good point. This is why I say keep the comments coming. She says, and know that you made a covenant to the wrong person. Yeah, you're acting like you're married to someone who clearly wants to be single, who doesn't want to marry you. Several years is a long time. Like, let's not waste not 1 second more. I know you probably don't want to hear that though. Because, I mean, you're like, okay, you're already invested, but hey, better now than 10 years. And you're writing me 10 years from now and be like, oh, well, I've been here 10 years and she's still, it's not, we don't want that at all. So she either gets with the program and actually decides that she wants to commit instead of reaping the benefits of marriage, but not really married. Yeah, that would have to go. What do you guys think? Make sure you put in your input down there. Yikes. Okay. I mean, you do see this a lot. People living together, you're acting like you're married. One really wants to be married. And it's like, why buy the milk if you could get the cow for free? That sort of thing. So why would she marry you? You're already giving your all as if that was your wife, and it's not. So take yourself and you be with someone who has the same mindset as you that wants to be married. Don't waste any more time on someone who's clearly telling you they don't want to marry you. Right. She's telling you by their actions, by her actions. This person clearly does not want to be with you for the rest of your life. So you have to leave. There's somebody out there that wants the same things as you want. That you want marriage. There's someone for you that wants marriage. But thank goodness she's telling you this, because some people will string you along and say, yeah, I want it. Okay, let's get married. And that's not what they really want. So at least she's telling you that, this is not what I really want. So my advice to you would be to leave that scenario. Find someone that wants marriage as well. Okay. Yeah, good comments, guys. Keep them coming. All right. Scenario number 2. let me see, where am I at? Let's see. I've been dating this guy for a few months now. So this is a woman dating a guy, and things have been going really well. However, he recently confided in me that he's been having trouble seeing his kids because of his ex, the mother of his children. This sounds like the one from the 2 weeks ago, because, man, didn't I tell you they love to say this? She won't let me see my kids. I can guarantee you this is going to be a reoccurring thing every time we have a Q&A. Let's see. He's heartbroken and frustrated by the situation. Of course, he tells that to you. As he deeply loves his children and wants to be part of their lives. He tried talking to his ex and even considered legal action. The issue here is that he is really good with my children. He is a wonderful dad to my children. Let's see. He explained that his ex, the mother of his kids, won't let him see his kids despite his efforts. He's devastated, but remains committed to my children. That's interesting. I'm torn because I want to see him with his kids, but the ex is impacting the relationship with their children. How can I navigate this dynamic to ensure both his needs as a father are met for his children and the well-being of my children? Okay. Is everybody ready for this one? Okay. So, we've talked about how usually when you're in a relationship with a guy who has kids and they are a toxic person or a narcissist, a lot of them will lie to you and say the mother of my children would not let me see my children. She's withholding the children from me. What they do not tell you is that if that were the case, let's say you are in a situation where the mother of your kids is not letting you see them. The court system is very favorable to fathers who want to see their children, who want to be a part of their children's lives. 9 times out of 10, they say, oh, if I don't, get custody, I'm going to take it to the courts. Usually they don't take it to the courts because they have to prove that the children are being withheld. A lot of them cannot prove that because what's actually happening is that the second parent or the father is coming in and out of the child's lives at will. And that is considered in some states abandonment. Everybody got that? Some states, if you go with a certain amount of time, not even reaching out to your child, not even, pursuing the child, the mother can file for legal abandonment. All right. A lot of people don't know that. So no, you cannot just come in and out of a child's life. Now, the scenario where, they tell the new girlfriend, oh, she won't let me see the children. I'm going to take it to court. Well, take it to court. Take it to court. How many of you are parents? You will walk through fire for your children, right? So what is it to go to court a few days to fight to get custody, shared visitation, anything with your children? Even people that have a problem with substance abuse, even they have supervised visitation if they should go to court and say, hey, I want to be in my child's life. Even they get supervised visitation at the very least, right? But of course, if you don't have any type of problem like that, most likely you get split custody throughout some type of scenario through the year, whatever. The issue here is he's telling you about the ex won't let him see the children, yet he's not making any effort. He's saying that he's going to take it to court, never did. Did you say that he did? No. Also, the fact that he is I would say he's acting as a dad to your kids, but not his other children, is a problem. Because that only tells me that your children are next. If a father can ghost their own biological kids, how much easier will it be to ghost his stepkids? Or are you guys married? Let me see. Would they be considered stepchildren? Okay, no, not even in this scenario. They wouldn't be considered stepchildren, no, because you guys are just dating. Yeah, so of course he's going to ghost the children. All this whole scenario is just saying you're up next. Be prepared. Now, I guarantee you, if you ever talk to the other woman or, the mother of the children and say, yeah, I really want to have all the children together and, things like that, I can guarantee you that lady will give you an earful. This is why it's not good to believe people at face value. A lot of, I'm using the expression men because of this situation here. But, this could go for women as well. Just you don't see the scenario a lot with women. But when you're meeting someone and they're telling you, oh, I don't have my children, or I can't get my children, or they're being, held against their will and I can't find them, or their mother won't let me see them, that should raise a red flag. And not only for the obvious reasons, there's also different types of tests that a toxic person will put you through. So they will give you a sob story, or they will give you a story about the children, because they know usually when women hear about children, like their heart melts and they get all emotional. You can't do that. Do not let these people get you emotional, because this is how they weasel their way in and start telling you lies about the other party. That they're grabbing you to manipulate you, basically emotionally manipulate you. Right. So I honestly, when someone, and even for someone who may be listening, if somebody, you just met the person and they're telling you about their mother of their children and they're just bad mouthing her and bad mouthing how wicked or possibly just, I've even heard someone say, oh, she was so ugly, like just really disrespectful things that you would say about someone who raises your kid. That's a red flag. It is a red flag. I wouldn't believe it. And I would protect my own children. He's a father to yours, but isn't in his own children's life. Why? It's too much things going on out here for, for you to kind of be lax in the situation and think he's a wonderful father. Listen, anyone who's not taking care of their own children is not a good father. Yeah, he's good at playing house because you have something that he wants, whether it be y'all living together, whether it be, anything that he's benefiting from. So he's going to play house with you and your children. Simple as that. Don't let him do it. He's a liar, and he's probably manipulating the children. I don't know how old the children are, but I wouldn't even go for this. Listen, don't do it. And you see this so much. What is going on? Breezy, she says, yep, you hear all kinds of things about their family members. Yeah. Lies. Do you really believe all the people that you meet? Ladies, listen to this. Men too, but you really hear this from men. All the men that you're dealing with or you meet on a casual basis, and you're maybe you're just talking. You're not even thinking on a relationship level, right? Then boom, I have kids, but she won't let me see them. Okay, then you talk to somebody else and it's the same scenario. She won't let me see him. Then later on down the line, she won't let me see him. Hello, this is a game that they play. This is a game that they're running on you. They're trying to pull at your heartstrings. They're trying to see if, hey, I wonder if I could badmouth this person to her. I wonder how emotional this person will get. I wonder if she'll feel sorry for me and let me in. She won't let me see my kids. Yeah, right. Go to court. Fight for your children if that were the case. Most likely it's not the case. Breezy says the narc I dealt with badmouthed his sister with the exes. Yeah, they badmouth anyone. And it's crazy because the ones that do the most for them are the ones that get talked about the worst. Anybody notice that? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you would like to have your anonymous scenario or question read, make sure to DM me on TikTok at Dr. Yaya Marie, or email me with the email that's going right across your screen right now, dryayamarie@gmail.com. All right, let's see. So listen, I would keep your children away from that. That's definitely what I would do. Protect your own children. Anyone that is, not even taking care of their own biological children, but are wonderful stepdads to yours. They're playing house. They're choosing favorites. Your kids are up next. You've been warned. All right, next. All right, I recently got engaged to someone I thought I knew and loved. Ooh, this sounds like a Lifetime movie, y'all. But as our wedding planning progresses, I'm starting to see a different side of him. My fiance seems to be more focused on what they can get from me rather than our future together. They constantly ask for expensive gifts, expect me to foot the bill for everything, and seem more interested in the idea of a lavish wedding than the commitment we're about to make. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. And it's putting a strain of, yeah, it should. How do I address this without jeopardizing our future together? All right. Anybody ready? Let me read the comments, because I don't even think I got to speak on this one. I put chlorophyll in my water. Listen, guys, let me take a sip of water. So y'all are about to get married, and he can't stop asking you for lavish gifts. He's more focused on the wedding and how lavish it is rather than you guys being married. Respectfully, this person is used to getting things from you. You say, I was wondering, the green drink. Yes, it is green. Yep, I drink wheatgrass powder and chlorophyll drops. Yeah. So basically, this person, your fiance, is used to the good life, it sounds like. And now that you're waking up and your eyes have been open, especially before you guys actually marry each other. Oh, he's marrying you because he's going to be the princess resting at home in his femininity while you're out working. The roles will be reversed. He wants to lavish gifts and wants you to pay for everything. I would not marry this man. In fact, I would block him. I wouldn't even give an explanation. There are times where, we talk about how ghosting is horrible. It is horrible. And we're especially when I'm talking about ghosting as in when narcissists do it. Now, if you are a person that is being taken advantage of and you need to leave, that's fine. I just won't talk to you again. I don't have to explain myself as to why I'm leaving. That is different from a narcissist actually discarding the value and then, ghosting and then coming back around to Hoover. That's different. Yes, and be very careful, because next thing you know, he will plan a baby with you so that he could always have some type of link to you. He will ask for the child, not because he loves the child, but because he wants you to pay child support. I told you guys what happened on the last video when I remember I told this guy that I just graduated law school, and his eyes you could see the cash money signs in his pupils, and his tongue just rolled down to the floor. Like he just thought it was like cha-ching. He thought that he had a money bag and he was going to sit home and rest in his femininity. And, I'll be out being the breadwinner. Definitely not. This is quite the scenario. There is absolutely no way that you should enter a marriage and you feel like, and you are being taken full advantage of. He wants a lavish wedding. He's not paying for anything. It seems as if you probably paid for this man to be your man. You paid for him to be your fiance. If it weren't for the money, he wouldn't be there. He expects for you to pay the bill. And you're okay with this as a woman? You're okay with paying the bills? I'm going to say this with love. Okay, I know society is like, you have to be, even if you are an independent woman, does that mean you go pay for the man's bills? That's not what it means. Even if you are a modern woman, I'm not saying you have to be a traditionalist. I'm not saying you have to be a housewife. I'm not saying that. Even if you are a modern woman in today's society, you mean to tell me you're okay with paying this man's bills, paying for the wedding, giving him a lavish gifts. Let's see, what else did you say? Yeah, footing the bill for everything. And you are being fully taken advantage of. Now, if you were to say, I don't have anything, do you know how fast that man would pack his stuff and never talk to you again? And that is exactly what you need to do. Stop it now before he purposely gives you a child. Stop it now before he, gets you to sign something in your name. You know how they want you to get cars and stuff in their name because they're so, a lot of people that are like this, a lot of men that are looking for women to take care of them like this. It is a problem and it does not end well. It will never end well. Because number one, anytime you do so much for someone, such as a person like this who's taking advantage of you, they may seem grateful, but deep down, they despise you. They start hating you. They start, really looking at themselves as small. So what do? They go out and cheat with someone, right? They cheat with someone who's so low level, so much lower than you, because that person makes them feel big. Everybody with me? Everybody with me, right? So they would go out, they would cheat with this person, right? And the one that they're cheating on you with has no knowledge of how broke they were, has no knowledge of how you had to help them, no knowledge of all of that. And that's what they want. They don't want to be reminded about how you had to help them. They don't want to be reminded about how, when you gave them everything, all the gifts. This is why you do not help there's men and women on this channel, but men, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you want to be with a woman? Well, some of you, we got a lot of good men that are higher thinkers in here. I'll say that. Do you want to be with a woman that all they do is, it's like a role reversal? They don't give you a chance to be the man. Will you respect a woman like that? Don't you command respect, meaning you got this? You don't need the help from the weaker link? Not saying women are weak, but let's just be real. There are two different roles. Okay, and this is not the channel if you want to argue about gender roles, because I don't do it. I am a firm believer that men are to be men and a woman should act like a woman. Men should have their own money. They should have their own house. They should have their own everything. A woman should have the same things. A man should not turn to a woman because they need a place to live or because they want a lavish wedding. Doesn't work like that. It's out of order. Yes, she said, yes, it's out of order. That is definitely, I can't say, in a way I would say I feel bad for your situation, but you have to be smarter. You got to be smarter than this to recognize that you're being used and you have to leave before it gets even worse. Because the scenario like this, it's not going to end well. You're going to end up cheated on with someone who's so poor because he wants to feel like the man. That's how it goes. And, there's people out there, obviously you're well off. You need someone who's well off, who's on your level and higher. Not someone you have to take care of as if they are your third, fifth, or second child or first child. This is a grown adult human being. And yes, it's putting a strain on your relationship. And it could be a lot of emotional abuse, because you're asking, how do I address this with my fiance without jeopardizing our future together? Why? You should not want a future with this. This should not be, there's no future with that. Okay. That's some tough love right there. That's no future. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's not. Yep. Sorry. You got to go. Let's see, any comments? Yeah. I mean, and this is so prevalent. Oh, it's so prevalent. Crazy. Well, I'm not calling her crazy, but it's crazy how society has brainwashed people. I don't care what you see on this TV or in the music or how independent you are. You do not want to be paying the bills of your mate, of your male counterpart. This is why men get paid more than women. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. But the man is supposed to be the one to take charge. They have more expenses, supposed to be. But that's just my opinion on that little end part right there. If you feel free to disagree, but when it boils down to it, you should not be helping a man at all. Never. I probably lost about a few people from just that part, my little rant. But guess what? That rant could save you divorce money. It could save you a headache, a doctor bill, a therapist bill, a psychiatrist bill. It might save you housing expenses for when you have to move. Yeah, leave. Don't even get involved with that. Somebody who needs that much help. I haven't seen. What is up with? Is there something in the water? Why do these men need so much help these days? And you don't say the what is it, cost of living and all of that. You see this a lot. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. You see this a lot in the Black community, where you have Black women taking care of their men. Why do you need so much help where you have to be the breadwinner, then you come home and cook, then you come home and have another job, then you have a side hustle, then you have to pay for the repairs around the house or the car. Why? Then you have to pay for the wedding if you're getting married. Yikes. Okay. Last one, guys. I know I lost about a few people. Listen, you're worth more than just being a bill paying. How can I say this? I'll just put it like this. You're worth more. You can do better. You can do better. If somebody is coming to you with their hand out and tries to guilt trip you because you got to help a brother out, no. Same thing for, all the other ladies too. Because, you see this a lot in the Black community. I'm just saying that that's prevalent there. Now, of course, you see this with other races, of course. But when it comes to, it's like every question and every scenario that I read and the people that I talk to and then the things online and the movies and the music, they're all helping and giving everything to these grown adult men and get absolutely nothing but a divorce or a nasty custody battle or children that they never wanted. All right, let's see. One more. Make sure that you get a copy of When Same Place Matchmaker, Exploring the Spiritual Side of Narcissism. I'm telling you, this is a life-changing book. I have been getting all types of awesome feedback from all around the world. And I am not even exaggerating. All around the world. No exaggeration. Okay. All right. Last one. I've been in a relationship with a woman for a while now, but things have taken a turn for the worse. We've had our fair share of ups and downs, but recently it's become clear that we're no longer compatible. I've tried to communicate my feelings, but she refuses to accept it. She's become clingy and possessive, constantly calling and texting, showing up unannounced at my place, and even resorting to emotional manipulation to make me stay. How do I break free and escape this woman safely? Woo, sounds like a fatal attraction scenario, doesn't it? Well, number one, kudos to you for actually expressing your feelings as a man, all right, and saying that, you're no longer, think we're compatible and not just stringing somebody along. So that's great that you've done that. Now, with someone who's become clingy, showing up unannounced, it's giving stalker, and it's giving, if you keep doing this, I'm going to call the police and get a police report. In fact, if I were you, I would get, it's not called a restraining order. What's the one that's a step prior, or order of protection? If it's like, the constant calling and texting, even after you block this person's number, they're calling and texting from different numbers. They're showing up unannounced to your place. I would definitely get an order of protection, possibly a police report, just so you can cover yourself and say, hey, I'm being essentially stalked by this woman. And that should calm things down a lot. But after you try the blocking first. Try just completely ignore, because you said that she's resorted to being emotionally manipulative toward you to make you stay. You shouldn't be talking to her in the first place. You shouldn't be. How is she getting that close to you to manipulate you? There should be no talking involved. There should be nothing involved, especially after she's repeatedly calling and texting and showing up unannounced. Cut that off. You don't even give her any leeway to be emotionally manipulating you in the first place, to make you stay. You're not staying. So, I mean, that's how you break free. After you've blocked and you did all what you need to do, you get your order of protection, because I've seen how something, as people think this might not be a big deal, it will turn into a big deal, where you're out maybe dating someone else, and then that new person you're dating is a target for this one. You never know how crazy, yes, I say crazy, how crazy some people are. Some people are straight up insane. You don't know what she has to lose, So, I mean, I would definitely get an order of protection, and that would be that. And keep escalating it until it dies down. All right. All right, guys. That was a good one. Those were good. Those were good. And I will come on here more often. Okay. So everyone could, get a feel for what I'm doing and the things that we have lined up. Make sure that you listen to the music on the channel, the lo-fi station. Make sure that you're giving all of the scriptures, the audio books a listen, like and share. And I will see you tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Grab a copy of with Same Place Matchmaker. Wait, everybody, make sure you stop and like this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it, like it. All right. Love y'all. Bye.